Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel where I'm going to be sharing a lot of happenings in the financial market today. The stock market has been blazing, it has been boozing. You know, a lot of my mentors, both in my mentorship group, both my followers, investors and students, a lot of persons have been experiencing very much consistent downtime in the market space. Yes, of course, it's always like that, but then, like I've said even before now, that there are seasons. There are seasons in the market, so you don't just come in and think that everything is always in one direction. There are different seasons, and those seasons help the market to reshape. Now, what are the current seasons? Before I talk about the current season that we are experiencing right now, I want to bring your mind back to what I always tell followers, that first and foremost, the financial market has some factors, indices or indicators and behavior. They have its own character, and there are a lot of things that contribute to those character, the behavior of the market. However it is, as an investor, there are things that you must do in order for you to be successful as an investor. And so first and foremost, I want you to help this video to get at least 50 likes. You can share, also make a comment. If there is any question you want to ask me down the comment section, you also ask me. Then, if you have been experiencing challenges, let's say probably your account have not been doing well, probably you just bought like today, the next day you begin to see red and blood in your portfolio, let me know that in the comment section. And also, I like to also know your portfolio capacity. What is your portfolio capacity? And what it means is that, what are your investment objective and goal? Because some persons want to invest for 3 months, some for 6 months, some for 1 year, some for 10 years and 5 years, as the case may be. So let me know all those objectives. Now let's dive into the current happenings. What is going on? There is war in Middle East. Yes, there is war in Middle East, and this war, of course, they shake the market, they cause the market not to be stable, they make everybody experience some level of fear, skepticism, loss of confidence from the investors' angle. Multiple things, of course, they happen as we look forward to see how we can understand the direction of the market. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of things, but the few things that I want you to put into consideration are these. Now that the market is experiencing dip, which are the stocks for you to focus on? Every time I come here, one of the things that I share with you are value, how you can grow your wealth, how you can grow your money. Either you are a civil servant, a business owner, an employee or employer, a lot of things, whatever you do, or probably you are building wealth for your family, your children, for the future. These are the things that you must do. So first and foremost, some of the indices or some of the indicators you should look out for when you want to buy. Now that is the dip, I will need you to buy those blue chip stocks that you have been eyeing for a very long time. There are a lot of blue chip stocks that you've not been able to buy as a result of their prices, of their share prices. Now it's there for you to buy, because I've actually listed some stocks that I want to buy. So one of them is Netflix. Just last week, Netflix actually dropped its quest to buy Warner Bros. Yes, because it had been battling with Paramount to buy this Warner Bros. And the offer they were giving, of course, Warner Bros. Was actually trying to weigh them to know which one is more profitable for them, until the United States Parliament went into it, started investigating to make sure that Netflix was not actually doing underground bidding in order to get it. But at the end of the day, Netflix dropped their bid, and the moment they dropped their bidding for that, their stock price actually went up. You can see where it is now. And before next week, let's say next week, this Netflix is going to touch $100. So I've been saying it for a very long time that Netflix is a well-structured company. And how do you know well-structured company? One of them is this analyst rating. And from the analyst rating, you can see the price target. The price target, this is the current price. The current price is $97.19. And the minimum price, if at all it goes down, it should be like 90, 85, or 80 as the case may be. If it's 90, 95, 99, 100, 80, 85, or 79, these are support prices for you to buy Netflix. Don't delay. If you want to buy blue chip stocks, Netflix is one of those stocks that you can add to your radar. Don't fail to do so. And on the average of Netflix, you can see $113, which of course I know is around 120, 140. You see, that is what you should look at for. So when you check the analyst rating, we have over 54 analysts giving their stock rating in the past 3 months. They have been following it up. And because for me, since November, when Netflix splitted on the 17th of November, I've been following Netflix, preparing to buy it. And lo and behold, last month, February, I actually managed to buy 29 units of Netflix. I bought them at $80. Where is it today? $97. And it's still going up. So if it dropped below this level, I'm still going to add it to my radar again. You see, so Netflix is at this moment at the support level. And this is, out of these 54 analysts, 33 are giving the strong buy for Netflix. Why 6 is saying buy, that is, you can be skeptical, why 14 are saying hold on first, and only 1 analyst is saying you can sell. You see, so you go by the number. And away from that, you can still go back and check the technicals, just so that you can see the moving average. Yes, the moving average of Netflix as at this moment. This is 1 day. Let me go back to like 30 minutes ago. You can see even 1 hour ago, you see what the moving average is. It's saying that strong buy. 13 strong buy. 13 analysts saying strong buy. Only 3 over here from the oscillators angle saying you can sell. You can only sell when you are in profit. But this is the buying, this is the accumulating moment. So add this stock to your radar. Don't waste time. Do not waste time, because time waits for nobody. That is one thing that you must understand. And of course, I've also mentioned about you trying to, of course, understand and that is the market capitalization, the market cap of this company. You can see it here. You can see the market cap. Yes, market cap $410 billion. It's a big company. It's a big company. And away from this, I want to list for us NVIDIA. Yes, NVIDIA. So please try and what I'm just listing out now. If you're a bit confused, you can move ahead and send me a message. You can drop your message on the comment section right now. And again, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, do well to do so, because it will do you a great value. But anytime I drop videos like this, you'll be the first to get it. So make sure you follow me, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And for those who want my one-on-one mentorship, my mentorship group is already ongoing. You can join that money gang, because I call it money gang mentorship, where you can make money. So for those of you who have been waiting on how to analyze these stocks to be able to buy them, please follow up, because before weekend, of course, or on Sunday, we're going to have a live class here on YouTube, where I'm going to be teaching you how you can do all these things by yourself. So make sure you stick to this video and don't forget to share. So this is NVIDIA. For me, I bought NVIDIA and I made money. I think I was making over over $4,000 in Nvidia last year around October, around September, October. So I made good money, and I'm waiting for it to drop. And now is the right time for me to step into, Nvidia and buy it again. If Nvidia is this $179, meaning that I can go back to my portfolio and try to sell some few stuff. You can see I have a lot of loss, a lot of deep, a lot of red. You can see beet farm. I'm already losing $4,000. I invested $8,000 in this particular stock, and the same with Beyond Meat. I'm losing over $1,000, but I'm not better because we understand how the market works. This is iron. I listed iron when it was almost $60. I bought it at 50 something dollars. Now it is trading around 40 or 20, 38, $39, and I'm losing. But then it is only when you strike the sell button, that is when you lose. Otherwise, you are not losing. So you can see now I bought it at $39.75, and now it's $59. $59 when I bought it, and I invested $3,000, almost $4,000 that I invested. Now it is $2,000 plus. So these are what you should do, and make sure you accumulate more. I have another account where I have Netflix. It is where I have Netflix for 27 units. I'm making 400 and some other ones. And now it's not the time for you to cry, deep that you have lost and all that. Just be patient. You're going to see how this market will spring up. They will definitely spring up. So like I said, this is so make sure you add any of them that you want on Netflix. So you can see about 57 analysts giving their verdict for you to buy Nvidia. Add it to your radar. I'm going to be listing out 5 major strategic blue chip stocks that you should buy. If you don't have the total sum, buy fraction. Just put, if it's $50, just put it there. If it's $100, just put it there, because there's always a starting point. Do you understand that? There's always a starting point, and your starting point is important in your journey, on your journey to financial freedom. Your starting point. So don't stress yourself to say you must have everything before you buy or that. No, don't do that. You can see the moving average. So I'm coming back to 1 hour ago or 30 minutes. It is saying sell, but then the forecast is primarily important as an investor. So the next stocks I have on my list, is that is PLTR, Palantir. Palantir is one of the darling in the market. Now let me explain a few things about Palantir. Now, the United States is one of the biggest customer of Palantir, because they patronize their AI provision, and Palantir provides and produces more of the artificial intelligence for surveillance. They service the Pentagon. Pentagon has to do with the military of United States. So take a lot, and Palantir take a chunk of the contract that Donald Trump have actually signed for the country, and there's a lot coming. Now they are actually in war with Iran, and the best way they can succeed in this war is when the surveillance, the artificial intelligence, their military have all it needed to be able to overcome this enemy in the street. And so Palantir provide much of those services. You understand that? And so for you who want to be on the path of success, on the path of growth, Palantir is one of those stocks. And Palantir is a $240 market projected price, and now it's trading 146. These are opportunities for you to do what? To buy this stock. And so if I check the the moving average. You see, even the moving average is saying it should buy strongly. Yes, saying it should buy strongly. And what is the market cap? $349 billion. So for many, because many of you must have also gone online to check the evaluation of Palantir. A lot of analysts are also saying that the valuation of Palantir is too high. It has to come down. It has to come down, probably because of the way they perceive Palantir to be. But that is not a bad, because somebody can say you are not supposed to be rich, but then you have done what it takes for you to be rich. Should my analysis or my personal view stop you from being rich? That is the case of Palantir. Do you understand? That is the case of Palantir. A lot of people feel that Palantir should not have this kind of valuation. Palantir should not have this kind of valuation. And for us, it's not the same way we see it. You can see it. The free cash, the intrinsic value is 121, and now it's trading currently at 140.45, which is overvalued. So valuation has to come from the angle of some analyst emotion. Of course, there are some who also uses the indices, the calculation to be able to get it rightly. But moving away from that, this company has gone beyond this, and it has successfully retained this valuation starting from last year. Should you talk it down? So for you who is a value investor, don't be deceived, because this company is going back to what? $200. Yes, before 2026 lapse is going to hit $200. So for me, I'm actually adding it to my radar, making sure that I have this. So that is the third stock that you should add. Then the next one is AVGO, that is Broadcom. Broadcom has been one of the stocks that I bought last 2 years when I didn't have much money. I think I've actually exhausted my portfolio limit, and so I had some few dollars left. I decided to buy this stock then, and now it is trading at $313. Where this stock price is one thing that baffles me. It is actually trading below the minimum price tag. So it has future, only the minimum is $454. I can't wait to add this stock to my radar. And what are the things that AVGO Broadcom produces? It is into AI. They produce a lot of chip for even Nvidia. So they have a lot to gain from the big tech companies, both Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Google. These are customers to this Broadcom. And so for me, I'm not going to delay before I add such blue chip stock to my radar, because by the time Broadcom starts moving forward, there is a way that this company, the price runs upward. And so that is that. So that is the fourth one. So the fifth one is Tesla. One of the biggest female investor within the week, that is Catherwood, have actually invested huge millions of dollars into Tesla. Why? Now Tesla is positioned for something great coming forth. Very something great coming forth. It's actually positioned to move its AI infrastructure into the space where it's going to build its own. And most of the things that Elon Musk and his company have been doing is so amazing, because one, before now, the X, that is the former Twitter, has been a standalone company preparing to come into the public market. Then it has XAI, which is the space angle of his company. So they have decided to merge, and that's why they call it XAI. And so merging these two companies, only the valuation is over $1.2 trillion. The first company that hit $1.2 trillion before the IPO. And from the analysts, and the report from the company, from direct sources that I've actually followed, this company IPO is going to come mid this year, around June, July. Between that period, is going to announce its IPO. So a lot of people, a lot of investors are actually putting some dollars, millions of dollars aside to wait for the IPO of XAI. So these are things that you must do, because the future of AI may solely depend on this XAI, this Tesla. They may solely depend on it, because once they establish that infrastructure on the space, which of course helps Tesla not to begin to share the power supply of United States, which is not enough for most of the data centers in the country. Many will want to hook up to Tesla, the XAI on space, in order to gain access to the power supply and even give them the cloud services that they needed. And once they do, you that have taken that opportunity to invest in the company, you will see the upside. So guys, if you are enjoying this particular video, don't forget to just leave a comment. If there is a particular stock you want me to analyze and give you my own verdict on whether to buy or hold or sell, you can hit me on that comment section. So this is the 5 stocks that I have for you. And again, finally, many of you have actually seen what is going on in the market. There's a lot of blood flowing in the street. You can see them. All these stocks, these are the changes. Many of them experiencing, the dip. A lot of these stocks are experiencing dip. You can see them a lot, even in the currency. Many of you who are doing forex, all of them are experiencing red right now. And what does that tell you as an investor? It tells you what to buy more. We learned these things from Warren Buffett, who is a value investor, to tell you that once situations like this occur, it causes devaluation of companies. Once they are devalued, it does not mean that the devaluation will remain consistent. Once the challenges or the turbulence is settled, every valued company will go back to the expected price that is supposed to be. So you who have taken that opportunity to buy them at a deeper price, you would gain upside. These are the things that you must do, never to lose out or never to be left behind. So once again, make sure you fund your portfolio, and use the 334 method to buy your shares, like what I'm doing. Most of all these stocks that are showing me red, all these are my gains. This portfolio is a portfolio of $16,000. It's $16,000. This is $18,000, meaning I'm still in profit of $2,000 based on my on the price. On the portfolio power, the buying power. And so you can see all these reds are still my gains. So by the time they bounce back, I'm already in profit. So again, don't forget, don't use your money to play. Don't joke with your money. The best thing that can happen to you as an investor is when you allow your portfolio to be managed for you. And that is where I come in, managing your portfolio, helping you to gain the best as a portfolio manager. You see everything. You can even learn while we manage your portfolio. Once again, don't forget to hit the subscription button. Don't forget to like and share. See you in my next video.